Only 5 of these cars are known to exist in the world today. Food Travel and TIY takes you to the Payana Car Museum in Mysore, India. We will go through all of the cars at this museum, so sit back and relax and don't forget your popcorn. When we enter the museum, we see it is modeled in the form of a large tire. This is the general layout of the museum. On entering, we see models of a carburetor, dynamo, a turbocharger assembly, a mechanical fuel pump and a steering gearbox. A movable model of the 4-stroke engine and 2-stroke engine are also to be seen. Then there is a model of an open car. The car is a 1938 Austin 12. The 12 refers to the taxation horsepower, a British rating which controlled the annual taxation payable to use the car on the road. Before the wheel was used, very important people were transported using the palanquin. Usually this type of transportation was used to transport queens and aristocratic women from one place to another. Initially we see a bullock cart and a horse carriage. Now the next item we see on display is a more fancy horse carriage. This is followed by a couple of bullock carts. Now on to our first car. It is the 1925 Fiat 501. This is the Fiat company's first car after World War I. The next car is the Fiat 521. This is a more sporty version and was also produced outside Italy in Germany. The next car we see is the 1924 Rolls-Royce 20. These were built alongside the more famous Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost. Our next car is the 1929 Studebaker President 8. This car model was famously used by Mahatma Gandhi during his visit to Mysore and Pondicherry. This is the 1931 Austin 7 RM Saloon. It was an economy car and sold well in the UK and also abroad. The first race car built by Bruce McLaren was based on this car. The 1946 Ford Prefect E93A was an American car specifically designed for the British market. The car had a crank which could be used in case the battery didn't have enough energy to start the engine. The 1947 Morris 8 Series E was a small family car which was very popular. Production of this car continued through the Second World War for the military, essential civilian use and for export. The 1950 Austin A40 Devon was the first post-war saloon built by Austin. They were immediately previewed by the UK press as a disappointment due to its conservative appearance. This is the 1947 Fraser F47 CS Manhattan. It was a luxury car known for its aerodynamic styling and had an automatic transmission. The 1947 Hudson Commodore 6 was known for its sleek, low-slung appearance and excellent handling for its time. We saw a nice and shiny Buick Series A50 Super 8. Some of these cars had power windows. This car is the Opel Kadett KJ38. It was built between 1936 to 1940. This was Germany's top-selling car in 1939. After the Second World War and capture of Nazi Germany by the USSR, this car was used to develop the Russian car, the Moscovich. This is the 1949 Daimler DE36, which was the last British motor car with a straight 8 engine. This particular car was owned by the Maharaja of Mysore, Jayachamarajendra's Odia. This was the preferred car of the British royals and also was sold to the royals of Afghanistan, Ethiopia, the Netherlands, Monaco, Saudi Arabia and Thailand. Now let's move on to some of the motorcycles on display. We see the iconic Java motorcycle, the Victoria Moped, Yamaha RX100, the Solex motorized cycle, a Triumph Bonneville, the Velocet little engine motorcycle, a Lambretta LD 150 scooter, the ESD Classic, vintage Royal Enfield Bullet motorcycle, and a collection of scooters and mopeds. We see the Java scooter, the Luna Kinetic moped, a Vespa scooter, a mystery scooter, comment if you know the name, the Bajaj 150, the Bajaj Super FE, and finally a Rajdoot motorcycle. Again, back to some of the cars we have here. This is the 1947 Citroën Avenet 11 CB. It is the first mass-produced single monocoque front-wheel drive car. We move on to the 1952 Hillman Minx, the 1952 Austin A40 Somerset, the 1952 Hindustan 14, the 1955 Hindustan Landmaster, and the 1961 Hindustan Ambassador Mark I. We also see a mystery 1969 Renault car, which we don't know the model. A nice and shiny 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air had a Power Glide automatic transmission, and it's a classic car associated with romance and nostalgia. It's a beloved vintage car in Europe. This is the 1955 Studebaker Champion Regal Conestoga station wagon. That name itself is a mouthful. The Conestoga was also widely used as an ambulance. This is a 1960 Peugeot 404 Berline Gran Turismo. It had square air vents on the dashboard and body-colored wheels. The museum had a display of popular steering wheels used in vintage cars. It also had some headlights and a selection of hubcaps. Next, we have a 1965 Chevrolet Impala, which was a popular movie car. A 1967 Hillman Hunter, which was a really popular car, especially in Iran, where it became the national car Payana and was produced until 2005. The 1965 Opel Rekord Series B had a very short production run of 10 months. During this time, it sold over 300,000 cars. The 1947 Studebaker Champion was one of the first new cars produced after the World War. It was one of Studebaker's best-selling cars because of its low price, durable engine and styling. This particular car in the museum was also owned by Sri Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, or popularly known as C.V. Raman, the famous Nobel Prize-winning physicist who discovered the Raman effect. This is the 1937 Škoda 420 Popular Roadster. It is a classic rare car. Only 50 units were made and only 5 of them are known to exist today. It's lucky that we got to see it. And this is one of them. If you are impressed by the fact as I was, subscribe and I will pray for the universe to bring you good luck. This is the model of the Altair powered hang glider. It was developed by the Raman Research Institute and was funded by the Ministry of Defense. An unknown vintage scooter was displayed here. Comment if you know the model. This humongous truck is a 1981 Soviet Kraz 260 military truck. It's a 6x6 military truck used for extreme operations. It is currently being used by Greece, Serbia and Ukraine. Previously, it was used by the Soviet Union, Belarus, East Germany, Egypt, India and North Korea. This 1945 Chevrolet military K-51 US Army radio truck. These were designed to provide reliable radio communications in remote or mobile field environments. This is a Hero Honda CD100. It was launched in 1985 in India. This is an in Suzuki AX100. This 1967 Steyr-Buch Haflinger was used by the Austrian army. This is the famous Willys Jeep, a 1961 model used extensively during many wars. It was popular because of its robust design, able to handle various terrains like mud and snow to rocky terrains. It could also be fitted with various attachments like machine guns and other attachments. This is the 1953 Gaz 69, a four-wheel drive off-road vehicle. This was the basic military jeep for the Soviet Army in the 1950s and appears in the movie Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. In 1958, Willys pickup, the 475 Hurricane. These were extensively used in farms, construction and other heavy-duty tasks like hauling cargo and passengers. This is the 1948 Ford V8 truck. It was mass-produced for civilian use after World War II. This is the 1973 Tata Truck 1210D and it was the main truck on Indian roads and was very popular. This is the 1945 Soviet anti-mine car used extensively by the USSR to clear landmines. Now let's look at some of the newer cars. This is the 1983 Datsun Bluebird 1.8 GL. It was known for its dependability and popularity, especially in Japan and Australia. A 1934 Morris 15x6 Woody is also on display. The 15 stands for the horsepower and the 6 stands for the cylinders. The wooden panels are handcrafted. In its prime, it was used to transport areca nuts. It is extremely rare today. We see a 1957 Fiat 1100 Elegant. It was known for its comfortable ride and reliability. The 1962 Fiat 1100 Select was also a popular car. It had a fun feature, suicide doors. The front doors were linked to the D-pillar. The 1946 Fiat Super Select was a popular choice for racing and rallies due to its light and sturdy build and impressive power-to-weight ratio. In the popular taxi in India, the Fiat Delight 1980 model, also known as the Premier Padmini. This car was popular as the Mumbai taxi in its iconic black and yellow colors. The 1946 Dodge Power Wagon. It had its origins in World War II. They are four-wheel trucks and are robust and had strong off-road capabilities and various models featuring locking differentials and specialized tires. An unknown vintage Mercedes car. Comment and let me know if you know which model this is. A 1980 Mercedes-Benz 240 DW123. It was a durable sedan known for its robust build quality and longevity. Another car from Mercedes was the 1983 200D. It was a very popular family car known for its good fuel economy and also had an optional air conditioning feature. The 1993 BMW E32. Some luxury option features in this car included integrated telephone and fax machine, wine cooler, electronically adjustable rear seats, and radio controls for rear passengers. The 1990 Toyota Corolla 1.6 GL is an iconic car. In Thailand, it was nicknamed the Doraemon due to its resemblance to the character. Next car on the list is the 2005 Jaguar XJ6. This car was the longest car produced by Jaguar at the time. It was the first Jaguar XJ to be produced under the Ford ownership. Radar-based adaptive cruise control and two-zone climate control were also provided in this car. The 1989 Cadillac Fleetwood was a luxury car that occasionally graced celebrity driveways. It did, however, offer electronic climate control and was also the longest Cadillac offered at the time. The 1958 Austin A40 Farina MK1 was a compact economy car known for its clean two-box body style. The 1967 Mazda Luce was designed by a famous Italian designer. The interior was meticulously crafted after studying the body shapes of 5,000 people. The 1987 Standard 2000 was a disaster for the Standard Motor Products company. It had low quality, low performance but high price. The 1986 Ambassador Air Force or the Mark IV was popular as the national car of India. It was the car mass-produced for the longest period with minimal design changes on the same assembly line in the whole world until 2014. The 1991 Contessa Classic 1.8 GL was the symbol of luxury in India. For its time, it offered features like a sunroof and power windows. The 1926 Mercedes-Benz 8 was one of the first cars produced after the merger of Daimler and Benz. The price of this car was initially set too high and then reduced later on, sparking rumors that the model was being phased out. The 2000 model Ambassador. We have a nice diorama about the car and different parts shown here. The Field Marshal tractor was mostly used post-World War II and was known for their ability to be started by a variety of methods such as starting handle, ignition paper, and even a shotgun shell. The 2008 Reva Electric was marketed as a budget-friendly car with less running cost. The 1985 Maruti 800 remains one of the most iconic cars in India. It was produced for 31 years, making it the second longest production car in India after the Hindustan Ambassador. The 1985 Sipani Dolphin Saloon was a fiberglass car which was known as light and fast car, but the Indian buyers at the time were not confident in a plastic-bodied car and sales dropped. The 1996 Tempo Matador F307 was the car to go to for large families going on trips or on pilgrimages. The 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer was a hit in the Indian market due to its reliability and affordability. It was easy to maintain and was very popular. The 2001 Toyota RAV4 was the first compact car to be equipped with a four-wheel drive. Only about 1,500 cars of the 94 Rover Mondego were produced and 17 of them found their way into India. This is the Daewoo CLO 1996 model. The 2000 version of the Maruti 800. 15 years of not many changes. This is the 2002 Maruti Zen, and it gained a cult following due to its small size, fuel efficiency and overall reliability. The 1996 Fiat Uno was known for its large interior space, fuel-efficient engine and innovative dashboard. The 1993 Maruti 800. We cannot get enough of it. There were other vintage items on display at the museum, but since this video is all about cars, we can cover that in a later video. Comment below to let me know if you want more coverage on that too. That brings us to the end of this video. Like, share and subscribe for more content. Thanks and have a nice day, and see you in the next video.